Hey there everybody, DestroyerX here, and welcome to Let's Play Kirby's Dream Land for the Nintendo Game Boy. This game was released in Japan on April 27th, 1992, it was released in North America on August 1st, 1992, and it was also released in Europe on August 3rd, 1992. It was also released on the Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console in Japan on June 7th, 2011, and it was released internationally on June 30th, 2011. This game was developed by HAL Laboratory and published by Nintendo. And the story of the game is rather simple. Basically, there is somewhere out in space there is a planet called Popstar. And somewhere on Popstar, there's a section of Popstar that's called Dreamland. And Dreamlanders, they use these things called sparkling stars to try and find food. However, the evil King Dedede, he comes down from Mount Dedede one day. He and his cohorts steal the sparkling stars and all of Dreamland's food. So Kirby has took it upon himself to get the food back, and the sparkling stars as well. So that's the premise of the game. We start out in Green Greens, which is the first area of the game, and it is rather simple. So simple that it's not going to take very long to actually go through Green Green, so I'll just talk about the controls real quick. You have the D-pad, which of course you can left and right will move Kirby left or right. Down causes Kirby to duck. Up will cause Kirby to inhale some air, so that way he can fly. Select doesn't do anything. Start pauses the game, unpauses the game. The B button, if you use the B button while Kirby's on the ground, he can use his inhale ability and inhale items and enemies. And if you're on the ground, you press or in the air, you press the B button while Kirby has an enemy in his mouth, he can spit it back out. Furthermore, if Kirby has an enemy in his mouth or an item or some kind of block or whatever in his mouth, you can also press down to swallow it. And let's see, if Kirby is flying in the air, if you want to, you can actually press the B button to spit out an air pellet as Kirby comes back down to the earth. And what else? And supposing you want to attack a very weak enemy, like those Cappies right there. Supposing if you're falling from a great height, you can actually press down and Kirby will perform a diving attack to destroy some minor enemies. Won't work on major ones. And we're here at the first enemy of the game, Wispy Woods. He attacks by spitting out air pellets, and he attacks by dropping apples from his branches, and all you have to do is inhale the apples and spit them right back out at Wispy Woods. Just be careful not to touch Wispy's nose because that will damage you. But Wispy is rather weak, so if you lose to Wispy, you need to stop playing the game because he is not that hard at all. But Wispy is down. We have the first of the sparkling stars. So with that done, we leave Green Greens and go to Castle Lololo. Castle Lololo, it has a few enemies that are, makes you think that the place is haunted or something. I don't know. If you touch or inhale the microphone and spit it out and whatnot, Kirby will with his horrible voice, will destroy all enemies on the screen. And of course there's Pet Brew right there. Those Pet Brew bottles will restore 2 units of health. And there we go. Those bombs, they can explode after a while if you don't do anything, but you can inhale them and spit them out to destroy enemies that are within the path of the bomb. I don't know all the names of the Kirby enemies because, well, I know a few, but that's about it. The most common enemies the most famous enemies that you'll see in the game are like the Cappies, you'll see the Waddle Dees, Waddle Doos. And before I forget, that is the Warp Star. If you touch the Warp Star, you can warp to another part of the level. And that's Lololo. He pushes those bricks. And what we want to do is inhale those bricks and spit them right back out at Lololo. It takes us a few hits, and Lololo's gone for now. He'll be back later. Let's see. Let's go ahead and explore this room a little bit. Sure, why not? And let's see what we have in here. More pet brew, and on the top left platform we see a plate of super spicy curry. Super spicy curry. And what happens is for a brief time, Kirby can now spit out fireballs. This, of course, does wear off after a while, and it also wears off if if Kirby touches water. So, there you go, because it's assumed that the water extinguishes the firepower. We'll just go with that. I'm not going to explore those rooms. We're just going to go into this room right here, and we progress through the level. Yay! The level's rather short, and we go in here, and we encounter Lololo again, and in addition to battling Lololo, we also battle Lalala. Lalala, oh, it's the one with the bow, obviously. Same thing as the battle with Lololo, just inhale the blocks and spit them right back out at Lololo and Lalala. That's all you have to do. They only take a few hits, and then that's it. And they move so slow, so it's difficult to, well, lose against these two, unless you're not paying attention. Of course I get hit because I got trapped. Silly me. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll stop that now. And there we go! With Lololo and Lalala out of commission, we have another one of the sparkling stars. The Kirby dancing! Now, with that out of the way, we go to the Float Islands. And watch Kirby get a hook in his mouth. Good job, Kirby! The scenic Float Islands, where we encounter multiple enemies and watch, I guess, coconuts drop from palm trees, and they will, of course, damage us if they hit us. Well, there's a Waddle Doo shooting off a beam. But Waddle Doo is rather weak, but we're going to avoid Waddle Doo. We're going to keep floating, and we're going to keep flying in the air, because flying is fun. And terrible voice time! Be careful not to get hit by these exploding coconuts. I got a lovely bunch of coconuts, dee-dee-dee-dee, or however that song goes, I don't know. And that's Kabu. Some jump around, some move from side to side, move up and down, some can disappear and reappear, and that's me getting hit. Ouch. So be careful, like, I just got hit by a Kabu. And I got hit again. Oy vey. Yay! Let's see what's in here. We have a 1-up. Not bad. So we have 5 lives. Yay! We're moving right along. Alrighty, and we want to make sure not to touch that Gordo, because if we touch the Gordo, depending upon what we're doing, we can either lose 2 units of health or lose all of our life. So, because if Kirby's inflated, obviously he'll lose a life because, well, I guess he got pricked by a Gordo. Fine, we'll go with that. That thing with an M on it that restored our health was called the Maxim Tomato. Maxim short for maximum. So, there you go. They're iconic with the Kirby franchise, and they are apparently Kirby's favorite food. At least in the games. But there you go. Anyway, we have the super spicy curry, and we keep firing fireballs. Let's go in here real quick. Ooh, we got some pet brew to restore 2 units of health, and we have a 1-up. So yay, we have 6 lives. So far, so good. Yay! I'm gonna get hit. No, I don't. Haha. Go me! Sometimes I actually rock. Warp Star! And where are we going? We're going to the whale. Oh, we're stuck. Oh, no, not anymore. Ah, yes, now we're in the clouds. So, what's gonna happen now? Well, we're gonna go over here and get that mint leaf, and we can fire an unlimited amount of air pellets for our battle with Kabula. Kabula is a blimp with a cannon on the bottom, so yeah. Just keep firing air pellets, watch out for the cannonballs, and watch out for when Kabula dodges at you, and you will defeat it rather easily. Now, the mint leaf itself, oh, no, we got the, yay, we have another sparkling star. The mint leaf, you can actually run into the mint leaf in regular levels, and it doesn't fire off, the mint leaf power does wear off after a while in regular levels. It only lasts for an unlimited amount of time during the battle against Kabula. But now we are in bubbly clouds. Flying, flying. Be careful of that, obviously. And be careful of the Waddle Dee. Do not inhale Scarfy! If you do, Scarfy will become a adopt a monstrous form and try to run into you. And they do explode after a while when they're in that monster form. So be careful, do not inhale Scarfy. Ah, we have Waddle Dees with parasols and Waddle Doo with a parasol. They're not a threat, but that is. Sir Kibble! Throwing a cutter! And there's Waddle Doo firing off his beam attack. Let's watch out for the spikes, because those will, if I get hit by those, I'll lose all of my I'll lose a life, so let's be careful. And be careful of the Scarfy here. I have to be on my guard. Be careful not to get hit. And keep on going. Now, there are some hidden areas in this particular level that I miss, but I will... Well, you'll see those later on, because... Well, this is going to be a 3-part video. So, there you go. Anyway, yeah, I'll just skip that and go flying, just go away. I gotta be careful not to get hit by Gordo. I have 2 units of health left. He will take off those last 2. Yes, mad skills. Just watch out for Sir Kibble. And there we go. And this is Kracko Jr. What we want to do is avoid those cannonballs. Watch him bounce, bounce, bounce. He'll eject enemies from his body every so often, and we just want to inhale those enemies and spit them right back out at him. One thing you can do is, well, he's not very hard to dodge, so just dodge and you'll be fine. He spit out the Waddle Doos, and we want to be careful of their beam attack, obviously. So just be careful not to get hit by their beam attack while we try to inhale them. Because I do not want to lose a life here. I'm making this look way too hard. Much harder than it actually is. That is not good. There we go. Anyway, Kracko Jr., he flies away, and we progress through the level. Oh, there's a mint leaf. So let's use our mint leaf power and to spit out multiple air pellets. Ooh, pet brew. That will help me survive for a little bit longer. Wonder what else is here. More pet brew and a Maxim tomato. Yummy. I could go for a Maxim tomato right now. Let's see. Waddle Dees. Oh, I got hit. That's another thing. Depending upon how weak an enemy is, you can probably, if you run into it, you can probably destroy it in one hit. Obviously, you'll be damaged in the process, but such is life. But we have super spicy curry. So let's go ahead and destroy these blocks because they're in our way. Keep on going. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So far, so good. Let's enter in here, and what we want to do is go up. Just right. That's right. Just go up and avoid enemies. But of course, I do rather poor job at it. I missed a secret in here, but I will come back to it later on in another part. But now we are encountering Kracko. Kracko Jr. has grown up to become Kracko. And the same enemy strategy still applies. All you have to do is inhale the enemies that he drops, which are, of course, the Waddle Dees, and spit them right back out at him. Now, obviously, he also has that dash attack. He also fires off beams. And I'm about ready to lose a life. Rats. Kracko has a relatively easy pattern, but, you know, well, the dashes can be kind of unpredictable. Same thing with the beam attack, because I ended up messing up and losing a life here, because I thought he was going to do a dash attack. But, yeah. Oh well, it's okay. I never said I was an expert at this game. And I never said this was a no damage run, so... Sometimes I suck. And this is me losing a life. Sometimes you cannot predict an enemy's pattern completely. I'm sorry, you can't. But we have a full health meter, so this time we can actually, well, take down Kracko without any problems at all. And don't you just love that whenever you hit Kracko, his eye spins around like he's out of control, or he's, well, I don't know. Ouch. Oh yes, one more hit, and that will be the end of Kracko. Bingo! And we have the 4th sparkling star. Something that I don't run into in this gameplay is that it's rare to find it, but there's a, you can find lollipops, candy, whatever, and if you find those, you're temporarily invincible. So, but I don't run into them, so oh well. Anyway, we're at Mount Dedede, and we have to fight the bosses all over again. Isn't that lovely? But we fight them, and we go through shorter remakes of their levels. So it's not gonna take as long to get through them. What we wanted to do is touch those Kirbys right there, and it gets rid of the Gordos that are blocking the entrances. And of course, we're fighting Wispy Woods first, and their attack patterns, they don't change. So once again, if you get defeated by Wispy Woods, I'm sorry, but I feel sorry for you if you get defeated by Wispy here. But Wispy's down, so who do I tackle next? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tackle Lololo and La. I swear the music is catchy. Lo, castle lo, castle lo, yeah. Oh yes, so basically we just wanted to, well, keep avoiding obstacles, and there we go. And now we encounter Lo and La again, as they move rather slowly, pushing their blocks, trying to hit us. But be wary, do not underestimate the powers of Lo and La. Actually, they don't have powers, they just move blocks. And with that, bam! Next, we go ahead and take out... Well, we're gonna go ahead and take on, Kabula. This is the only game that Kabula appears in for many, many years. Kabula will not make another appearance in the Kirby franchise until Kirby Superstar Ultra. So, yeah. It does take a while for Kabula to reappear. And something that we don't know, that actually we do know it now, but well, something I'm just being silly. But apparently Kabula is a female. Yes, right, that is right. Kabula is female. So there you go. Anyway, let's take out Kabula. Has the exact same attack pattern, so it's not going to take us too long to battle Kabula and defeat it. We'll defeat her, because Kabula is female. Kabula is also a blimp, but oh well. And now we're going to go ahead and tackle Krako. So let's press down while we're falling, and we can defeat many enemies that are in our path. Or we can just touch the Kirby right there. And now we're battling Krako in his adult form. Krako! Yes. All we have to do, of course, same thing as before, just inhale the enemies, spit them right back out. And get hit. Ouch. Ouch. I don't like getting hit. Okay, come on. Drop an enemy. Come on, drop another waddle do. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Thank you, Krako. Krako is basically ensuring his own defeat. Isn't that incredible? I think so. Makes my life easier. Because we cannot damage Krako with air pellets. The music is just so serene here. There we go. Take that, Krako. With those out of the way, we can tackle King Dedede. King Dedede, he attacks with his mallet, and he also attacks by trying to jump at us. So what we want to do is every time King Dedede he can produce stars by jumping and landing. He'll have and the impact will cause 2 stars to appear out of nowhere. King Dedede can also use inhale, and he can also make stars appear by smashing his mallet on the ground. That's all King Dedede does, and what we want to do, of course, is to inhale the stars and spit them right back out at him. Just be careful not to get hit by either whenever he does that jump, or whenever he uses his mallet. So far, so good. Of course, I gotta be careful. I only have 2 units of health left. Come on, King Dedede. Don't use inhale. Oh yes, by the way, if King Dedede does inhale you, he will spit you out, and it will hurt a lot. So be careful. Be very careful. Do not get inhaled by King Dedede, because if you get inhaled, he will spit you out, and it will hurt you a lot. Right here. I do believe that is as far as all of King Dedede's attacks. He's not very hard at all. He is actually rather slow. Very, very slow. See, he's already down at 3 units of health, and soon his defeat will be at hand. There we go. So now it's just a matter of who will lose first. Will it be Kirby or will it be King Dedede? And guess what? I win! Haha! And there's the last sparkling star. And there's King Dedede just flying right out of his palace. And with the power of the sparkling stars going into Kirby, he turns into a giant blimp, raining down the food from Mount Dedede. Well, actually, from King Dedede's castle on Mount Dedede. And with that, the game is over, and we are triumphant. The game is rather short. It only took us about 30 minutes to play through this game. And with that, we get to see all the people who are responsible for this game. Isn't that groovy? Actually, this game is fun. So, the game is fun. The game is very catchy. The music, I love the music. So, yeah. I would highly recommend that you all pick up this game and play it. Because, I mean, yes, it's easy, but at the same time, though, well, it's fun. So yes, that's it for... Well, actually, I can't say that's it for the playthrough, for the Let's Play, because I've already let on that basically there's 3 parts to this video. I mean, to this Let's Play, and this is just part 1. And the sparkling stars, they hold up the castle, and that's it. Bye-bye! And that's the end of the game. Or is it? Well, for right now, it's the end of the game. However, there's the extra game, which all we have to do is press up A and select on the title screen to start a brand new adventure. And that's actually what we're going to be doing in Part 2 and in Part 3. And look at King Dedede, he's just upset by his defeat. Oh boy. Somehow I have a feeling that things are going to get a lot harder in Part 2 and Part 3. But that's it for Part 1. So hopefully everybody enjoyed Part 1. And in Part 2, we're going to check out the extra game, of course. And Part 3, we're going to wrap up the extra game. But check out my website at www.christophereastman.com to check out all my Let's Plays, blog, and so much more. But until next time, everybody, take care and ciao for now. Bye.